everybody. So today I'm just chilling out and I have calmed down a little bit. I was a bit upset yesterday, the last couple of days, because I saw the gynecologist 2 days ago and I was all worked up about having an ablation. and then he pretty much said it probably won't be what I'm after because I have fibromyalgia and I wanted to have an ablation to stop my periods, to stop my period symptoms, and he said it won't stop the hormones. So I felt really kicked in the guts after that because I thought, do I just have to keep putting up with, my hormones affecting my fibro? So I guess he said the Mirena may help a bit. I have a Kyleena at the moment and it's not working. I've been bleeding every day since August and I've had enough. So now booked in to have a Mirena put in to see if that helps, if that's any better. And it's no quick fix, it's, if you have problems, they don't just whip in and go, oh, we're going to give you a hysterectomy. It's like, you got to go up the tier. That's how it is in Australia anyway. You got to go up the tiers and try each step. If I wanted the ablation, I could have said, yep, I'll do it. Like, he would have booked me in for an ablation in a Mirena. But I thought, what's the point of getting an ablation if I'm still going to be having the hormones and I'm still going to, that was the main reason I wanted the ablation, because the bleeding's not heavy. It's just constant. So I want to give a Mirena a go and see what happens. So there's that. So I just got to wait now. And then the time my insulin was up, which I was a bit surprised by. I had gestational diabetes with my daughter 10 years ago. So I've always known that I was at a higher risk of having diabetes, and I was supposed to have a glucose drink every 2 years, and I've never done it. I have been putting it off for 10 years and I'm going to have it tomorrow because I can't put it off any longer because I could be diabetic. So I'm just and then I'm going to the dentist soon because my two back teeth broke last week. So it was all happening last week. And so I'll go and get one of those teeth fixed today and then the other one next week. Then I got a physio appointment today as well. And then me and two of my kids are going to an art class this afternoon. So that'll be fun. But it's just been a lot. And then so I'm going to have to fast tonight, from midnight, get up, not eat anything, go and do the glucose drink, so whatever. I'm getting through it, but you get a bit over it. You get a bit over all the medical appointments. I had a CAT scan the other week too. I haven't got the results back from that. If that doesn't go to my local medical centre, I will have to wait until I see the rheumatologist in April to get my results. So it's a very slow process. It took me 6 months to get into the rheumatologist in the first place to get my diagnosis. Then I had to wait 3 months to go back to see him before he put me on NDEP. So it's been a very, very slow process, but I know it's getting better and I feel better than I have in a long time. I'm just finding myself out of breath and huffing and puffing a lot, and that could be because I've got a lot of weight on. So that could be the reason, and I am working on that. I've started counting calories again, and it's really hard. I've started counting calories about 3 or 4 times, and then things happen and I end up it just falls by the wayside. And hearing that my insulin was up, it's it makes you realize, if I don't take this seriously, I'm going to end up on insulin, injecting myself again like I did when I had my daughter. And I don't want that. And I've been saying for a long time I want to go to the gym, I want to get fit. And it's been really, really hard. As a carer, when I was a single mum, 3 kids with autism and ADHD, there was no time for me. I just couldn't. Excuse me. My son was he had insomnia. None of the medication worked and I couldn't get any sleep. I was getting 2 hours sleep at the worst. My son was sleeping for 2 hours, which is insane, and he didn't grow or anything. He was short and skinny, and, if you don't sleep, you don't grow, you don't thrive. And now he's taller than me. He's now 6 foot. So, things have gotten better, but it's been a hard road. And now things are easier and I can get to the gym now, and I'm feeling a bit intimidated by the thought of going to the gym because I'm like 104 kilos and like I know my health has gone down the gurgler. And like when I was 80 kilos, I thought, oh, I'm so fat. Now I'm 104 kilos. Like, and I know like I'd probably go into the gym and do like 5 minutes on the treadmill and then be like, I'm gonna die, I'm stuffed. And that's really embarrassing and that's really hard to, you know, I'm getting puffed. Like, just running around doing the housework, I'm getting puffed and I don't like it. It's just, like, this is the fattest I've ever been. Like, I was got up to 106 kilos last year after I had influenza A because it dropped me on my ass and I ended up on so much Ventolin and puffers and everything, and I had 10 courses of antibiotics and I ended up in hospital. And then I had surgery a month later and I couldn't do anything. Like, literally all I could do was rest, and then I gained 10 kilos. And you know, it's so hard to have chronic health problems and try to be a gym junkie. Like, the two just don't go together, you know? So it's like I could go to the gym for 6 months and get really fit and then get the flu in June and drop me on my ass for 3 months. But if I'm really healthy before that happens, I will have a quicker recover time and stuff. But when you've had years and years of health problems compacting on top of each other, and chronic stress and everything, and sleep deprivation and that, like, you just end up like in the gutter. Like, you end up in a rut, you know, and it's so hard to climb out of. But I'm getting there, and you know, I just got to be brave and go down the gym and join and just turn up. It doesn't matter. I don't care what people think. I'll go in and do 5 minutes and leave. I don't care. It just sounds silly, but I know over time, the more you do it, and if you're consistent, you get results. And I really got to be consistent with my calorie counting. So I'm talking about it on my YouTube channel. So hopefully it will keep me accountable to myself, and it might help, you know, someone else who's going through something similar. It's hard to lose weight. Like, I've got to lose about 40 kilos. I have done that in the past. When I had my first child, I got really fat and I lost 27 kilos over 18 months. But at that time, I could eat whatever I wanted. And I was eating a lot of salad and I was walking for an hour and a half a day. But then the more kids you have, especially if you've got a child with special needs, it makes it harder to go for a walk. Like, I stopped walking when I had my second child, like when he got to the point where he was out of a pram because he couldn't walk very far, trip over his own feet. And it was impossible to go for walks because he wasn't up to it. He couldn't do it physically. So and then I just got really, really fat after that. So, I don't know. It's hard. I mean, I've never been a skinny person. I'll never be a skinny person. I don't care about being skinny. I just want to be fit and trim and healthy and at a decent weight where I can move around without huffing and puffing and have a better quality of life. So, yeah, that's my rant for today. I'm still feeling a bit kicked in the guts, and I keep saying it. I know it'll get better. I know that this is a journey, and I know that it's going to take time. And I know I'm not the only one going through that, you know. Like, there's plenty of people out there with lots of health issues and stuff, and you just try to get up each day, be positive, do something positive. Like, even if it's little, like, take 5 minutes and make yourself a coffee and sit in the sun. You know, mop your floor in one room or whatever. Like, whatever you can manage, you know. Write a poem, like, whatever. Call a friend. Like, just try to achieve one positive thing each day. And it makes you feel a lot better about yourself, you know. And like I said, I'm up on my feet now. I'm doing a lot more. I spent like 6 hours in the kitchen 2 weeks ago, and then like I've been paying for it ever since. But that is an improvement, you know, and I know it will continue to get better. And losing weight will take some of the stress off my body. Going to the gym will strengthen my core, which will take more stress off my body. I guess I'm just angry. Like, I'm just angry that this has happened. Like, I know I can't blame myself. I can't say, oh, well, I should have done this and I should have done that. Anyone who went through what I went through, like, would be suffering on some level. Like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. Like, you know, I haven't lost my shit. I'm still here. My kids are doing a lot better. I'm doing a lot better. And that's all that matters, you know? Like, you can't beat yourself up and go, well, I should have done this, I should have done that. Like, me being fat and unhealthy is like a side effect of being a single mum and being a carer and putting the kids first. And I don't regret that, wouldn't change that for the world. But now I have some time for me to get myself where I want to be. And you know, and I got now I've got this fibro diagnosis. It's harder. Like, I think I've had fibro since my late teens or mid-20s, but I've never had a long flare up. The longest my flare ups have lasted have been about 3 months, and I've had like a flare up for a long time because I've had these because I've had the hyperplasia that's flared it up, and so that's why I need to get the Mirena, because having my periods constantly and my periods being all out of whack has caused my fibro to go AWOL, and that's not good. That's affecting my quality of life, and I don't need that. Like, I need my fibro to be under control. You know, you can deal with a fibro flare up once a year or twice a year or something, but when it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on, what quality of life do you have? I don't know. Like, some people, I saw someone on Instagram the other day who had fibro and said she didn't know it could go into remission, and I'm like, well, I don't know, mine comes and goes. Like, mine's been coming and going for like 20 years, so everyone's different, I suppose. And it's all about learning to pace yourself. You know, we've got a cleaner that comes in as well, which helps, because some things I can't do. Like, I struggle to clean the shower because I've got scoliosis and 2 chip vertebrae in my upper back, and then I've got the fibro, and just cleaning the shower, you know, that repetitive movement, it hurts me. Like, I can do it and then can't move the next day. So, you know, it's frustrating, and I just wish I didn't have that, but I can't fix it. I can't go and get an operation on my spine and fix it. Like, spinal surgery is not an option because it's really dangerous. So I just have to learn to live with this, you know? And I think the doctor has told me the best thing I can do for fibro is to exercise. And I know, like, a lot of people in the chronic illness community get really dirty about when you say, oh, you know, go and do yoga. Have you tried yoga? And a lot of them are like, get angry about that because a lot of them say it doesn't work. Like, I can say that I have tried yoga, and when I did yoga in my teens, I had no pain or very little pain. But then I tried doing yoga about 7 years ago, and my body was so stiff that I couldn't, and so unflexible, and I used to be really flexible, that I couldn't do it, and it was worse. And then now that I've been having physio, like, that's the main thing that helps is the physio, and physio is so expensive. I've spent like $4,000 on physio over the last 5 years, and I'm still, you know, still in pain. So that really made me go, something is wrong. Like, there's a reason why I'm like this. And then that kind of really led to my fibro diagnosis, you know, that, and the fact that things got really bad when my period problems started, and I was like, so painful. Like, I literally was like going like that, and I wanted to cry because it was like 9 out of 10 pain. And I said to the doctor, I said, that's not normal. Like, what's wrong with me? So yeah, you know, I guess I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because this has been going on for so long, and this is the longest it's ever gone on for. And having that surgery stirred up my lower back pain, and I'm finding it hard to stand on my feet, and my legs burn and my lower back burns, and I have to sit down, and I'm not used to that, you know. And I'm only 40, but yeah, I'm not like 80, you know. And it's really hard, and I don't like it, and it's ruining my life, and I want to fix it. I'm not the type of person to just go, oh, well, I'm disabled and, you know, give me a wheelchair. Like, I'm like, no, like, I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to get on top of this. This is not what I want for my life. And I guess as far into this journey as I am, with all the testing and everything and like all the specialists I've seen, I've still probably got another 12 months ahead of me of really getting to the bottom of this and on top of it and getting things sorted and going to the gym and exercising and like and you can't lose 40 kilos overnight. Like it's going to take some time to lose that weight. You know, it really is a huge thing. And all I can do is start at the beginning. A single raindrop raises the ocean, which is my favorite saying. And that's all I can do. So it's going to probably be like a 1 to 2 year transformation to really be really healthy. And that's quite overwhelming. And, you know, sometimes I think about it, it gets me down. And I've been trying so hard for the last 18 months to lose weight and stuff. And it's been so hard because of all the constant health issues I've had. But I feel like now things are finally freeing me up, you know, that I can do things. So that's my thoughts for the day. It's a lot, you know. I don't know. I know I'm not the only one with chronic health issues, but it does get you down sometimes. So I know I'll get better, but today I'm just feeling a little bit emotional.